be a big day. Alright, today we're going to run through Cedar Rapids on Interstate 380. Quick shout right through town. It's pretty busy highway that runs pretty much right through the middle of downtown. There's a lot of stuff you'll see. Just something to do on a Thursday evening. We can run through. Take a look at all the cool stuff that they've got in town here. It's usually pretty busy. This is a main thoroughfare off of Interstate 80, which runs through Iowa City. That's about 20 miles south of here. Got to be careful though. There are traffic cameras over the interstate. Tends to be a pretty pricey bill that comes from the state of New York. I don't know why they outsource it to New York, but they're the ones that own the cameras, I guess. Turns out to be a pretty nice day today. Great day for a motorcycle ride. It's a little hot, a little humid, but on the bike it's pretty good. It's comfortable. Nice breeze. It's supposed to go from 85 today to 60 tomorrow and 53 on Saturday. So once again, you get to see all sides of Iowa's temperature zones. You can go from up and down. Just wait 5 minutes, it'll change. So we're going through the first set of traffic cameras. Got Quaker Oats upcoming on the right. Right along the Cedar River. They actually suffered some pretty substantial damage in the flood. The water was way higher than they expected. It was out of their banks. It was up into the second story of some of the downtown buildings. They have since put in flood protection to try to help mitigate the flooding in the downtown area of Cedar Rapids. Luckily, we haven't had to put that to a test yet. They've raised all the bridges, or in the process of raising the bridges during the flood. This interstate highway was, or the interstate bridge was one of the few that you could get over the river. St. Luke's Hospital, Cargill. There's a lot of manufacturing of corn processing in the city of Cedar Rapids with Cargill, Quaker Oats, General Mills. Archer Daniels Midland has a huge ethanol refinery. That is the downtown area to the left as we come up over the Cedar River, right past Quaker Oats. Get a chance to see much of the river. It's kind of cool, the City Hall and the Federal Courthouse building in the middle of the river. It's actually one of the few that has that building on an island in the river for their city buildings. It also kind of looks like a battleship from above. If you look at an aerial map of the city, the courthouse looks like a battleship from above. I don't know if that was what the purpose was for that. It was because the river definitely isn't wide enough to sustain a battleship, but or deep enough. During the day, this is pretty highly traveled road, and also a very fast road. Traffic tends to be well above speed limit here, so you kind of go with the flow. You're running pretty quick. The traffic cameras have helped slow that down a little bit. still get a lot of traffic, especially, you know, when it comes right through the middle of the city. There's a lot of attractions here. You got to check in the Slovak Museum. As we're getting closer to the south edge of town, we will come past some of the other corn processing plants. We'll shoot past the General Mills plant here. Then we'll head west on Highway 30, run past some of the other processing plants here. Pretty agriculturally based economy in Cedar Rapids, starting to move a little bit more towards some of the medical. PepsiCo has a big presence here with Quaker Oats. They have warehousing, Quaker Oats plant. Cedar Rapids Airport, a couple miles farther down. That airport has grown pretty substantially in the last 10 years. Makes it easier to get in and out. They've picked up a few more locations that they fly to. The loop through the city is fun to ride. Later in the evening, it's not so busy. It's just kind of a straight shot. You can run right through town. Enjoy looking at the city. See all of the attractions that the small Midwestern town has. There we come past more of the corn processing plants on the left. Hawkeye Downs Speedway on the right. And it's a great night for a ride. A little overcast, the sun's down. Just any night's a good night for a ride. We've had a blast so far on this motorcycle. The road to Thunder Beach and Panama City Beach, Florida. Rode down and back. Also bought a Sportster earlier this spring. That's been a lot of fun. I have a Dynaglide. That's just my first bike, my first Harley that I bought 22 years ago. That's been a lot of fun just to have around. Messing with it. Still a good running bike. Got the Evo on it, so it's a solid running bike. Don't have any issues with it. Sportster's just been kind of a fun little thing to pick up. On the left, there's General Mills. Now we're pretty much heading out of Cedar Rapids, so there's a tour, a blast through Cedar Rapids. In case you ever wanted to know what it was like in a small rural city. Well, have a good day.